Some more got a little bit of pressure that time out.
Nice pressure by the Cardinals.
So the Mississippi Dynasty come into tonight's ball game with a 2-1 record, courtesy of 2 forfeits. They're coming off a 14-12 overtime loss in week 2, so they've only played on the field one of these 3 ball games. Bayou Lacombe Cardinals enter tonight's fray 1-2 after a loss on the road in Florida last week. Moore, shotgun formation, straight drop. Good protection, attempted completion, and the ball is broken up. Really nice defensive effort by the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, number 4 on the defensive effort, and that is, well, I don't have a 4. Yeah, we go through this about every week. We can check on the roster ahead of time. The intended receiver for the Mississippi Dynasty was number 6, and that was Sandifer, Desmond Sandifer. Ready for the snap. Moore, drop back. Looking upfield. Completion. And it looks like he's got enough yardage for the first down. On the receiving end for the Dynasty is number 19, and that's Kelvin Burns Jr. He's one of their leading receivers from last year, 49 catches, over 1,000 yards. So they moved the sticks again. First down, second first down of this opening possession for the Dynasty. They are inside Cardinal territory at the 49 at the far hash. First running play of the ball game, a whistle blows this play dead. So the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals have a brand new coach. It's actually, they started the year with Philip Graves as their offensive coordinator, first year with the club, and he is now the interim head coach as he replaces Mike Anderson, who coached the Cardinals for the first 3 games of the year. So tall task for Philip Graves. We did a little pregame interview with him. He seems like he's got his head on right, and he wants to do the best things by these Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Got a timeout on the field of play. 12 minutes and 45 seconds opening drive of the ball game as the Mississippi Dynasty attempted to take the opening kickoff from Val Schaff, the former Lakeshore High Titans soccer player who booted the ball into the end zone for a touchback. And Adrian Moore, the 37-year-old starting QB for the visiting Dynasty, has hit on 2 passes, and he was incomplete on another. The ball is spotted at the 49-yard line in Cardinal territory. Now we've got to, normally the sticks are on the far side of the field, and I don't know if that's what they're doing to move them over. I thought it was odd to see the guys on this side of the field at home. So this is one of the vaguest timeouts I've ever seen in the APDFL, that you start a game and you play, a couple, 2-3 minutes, and they're not moving them over very quickly. I guess it's the volunteer yardstick gang crew, because they haven't reached the far side of the field yet. Well, there's always a first, I guess, in any sport at any level. But this is kind of strange for a minor league football season, 3 weeks into the season, and none of the officials I don't know who finally caught it. Moore, handoff off the left side, good space, but a nice tackle upfield. Really good stop by the Cardinals.
Jerron Bell on the straight handoff carry.
So Bell took the carry, went off the left side, and he gets ahead for positive yardage. We'll call it 5 yards on the game. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line. Mississippi Dynasty going from right to left. Opening possession of the ball game. We got Mr. Mike on camera. He got rid of his Saints hat from week 2 while we were here, so I don't know if that brought up anything and maybe misplaced it. Moore, shotgun formation, 1 running back. Moore looks upfield, steps up into the pocket, comes from right to left, way downfield. The ball is incomplete. Excellent defensive coverage by the cornerback for the Cardinals. The ball falls incomplete.
Good coverage by the Cardinals.
That was one-on-one coverage down the deep side of the field. Yeah, we're going to have unidentified players. We're trying to get an updated roster, but I guess our pregame requests weren't honored to this point. We'll work on that. I think that was probably Pastor Ken Schrader, the voice, the PA announcer for the Cardinals. I thought he was going to handle it, but he didn't get it handled, so we'll see. Shotgun formation, ready for the snap. Straight drop is Moore. Look upfield, steps into the pocket. Now we've got a late flag that comes in. Could possibly be offensive holding. We'll see what the flag is called.
We've got a marker on the play, and it's
So there's the head referee, the white hat.
against Mississippi for holding.
That's my initial call, is holding against the Mississippi Dynasty. It is. Probably take that penalty and put them further back. No, they're going to refuse it and set up down and distance. We will, as they get the yard mark at the far side of the field. I guess the side judge at the far side of the field, he's trying to get the down marker in the right place and whatnot. So this is probably, if they decline the holding call, this should be a 4th down, and we'll bring in the punter. Yeah, I don't get it. Number 89 is the punter, and he looks like a pretty big guy. He is. That is Justin Robinson, very versatile player. He's the punter. He only goes 6'4", 270. One of the better players on the Dynasty roster, according to Nick Blackman, the head coach and owner. Here's the punt. The ball will bound and is picked up at about the 9-yard line. Little stutter step, too many Dynasty players there, and this will go for little or no yardage. Marcus Connerly from Franklinton, he had a pretty good ball game in week 2. Seen a lot more on offense, so the Cardinals declined that penalty on 3rd down and holding and forced the Dynasty into the punt. So this will be the change of possession. Cardinals did what they needed to do, getting a stop after allowing 2 first downs. Now we've got another flag on the punt, and it's an illegal substitution against the Cardinals. Coach Philip Graves, the interim head coach, looks none too happy on the near sideline. My one constructive criticism of the officials in this league is every flag takes entirely too long to decide what the call is going to be. I don't know if they're going to re-kick the football. So one of the officials has picked up the football, and I don't know, it looks like it's going to be respawned. Well, the ball was tackled inside about the 10 or 11-yard line, and now it's on the 34-yard line.
It should be from the line of scrimmage, 5-yard penalty.
And the ball is going back to the Dynasty. Don't understand, wish I did. I'll plead the 5th. Ready for the snap. Darian Moore, the quarterback, straight drop, pumps, looks upfield, wide open receiver, and that's a pass and a catch. Looks like number 21 on the reception for the Dynasty. 21 is Ja Hill. So a nice hookup. Whatever the penalty was, it was of the huge variety because it wasn't an illegal substitution as we thought, and it marked the ball down to about the 16-yard line of the Cardinals, giving second life to the Dynasty offense. 2nd down, handoff, number 19 met in the backfield rather rudely. Still not down, though, no whistles. Change of field is the running back. Still trying to be brought down, and he will suffer a big loss. But 15 carried the ball, and he made a number of players miss. So Jerron Bell, he had 20 TDs rushing the ball last season for the Dynasty. He gets the carry. He goes 5'9", 180 pounds. So it'll be 2nd down. There is a flag on the play. So I guess we can take a break and just relax a little bit. This one is going to be called against the Dynasty.
Personal foul against Mississippi.
So this one should undoubtedly be accepted because I believe it was going to be 2nd and short yardage. So official has the football. He starts out at the 36-yard line of the Cardinals, and he'll mark this one off. Big variety, 15 yards. I don't know. That's more than 15. Yeah, my math is up Adenson High School out of New Orleans East, but that was way too many yards as he marked it off initially. So the ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line.
Mississippi.
Replay second down.
Get this place loud.
Second down in that proverbial country mile. So Moore for the Dynasty has mixed it up a little bit. He's a 37-year-old QB for the Dynasty. He's 13 of 30 on the season. One running back in the offensive play for the Dynasty. That is 15, Jerron Bell. Mentioned he had those 20 touchdowns last year, so he's a go-to back that can move the ball. I'm going to work on my ad-lib skills between these plays. We'll fill as much as we can. No hurry to get the ball snapped. Everything seems to be okay. The ball is at the 44-yard line. Production being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions, LLC. I tell you what, if you miss bringing your substitutes in, you can do it now because you won't be penalized. Now we got the officials on this side of the field talking to head coach Philip Graves, the interim head coach, and the head official, the referee, the white hat. I mean, we've even got players, Well, now it's going to be brought further up. It was declined, whatever it was. How do you decline that and then move it up? Unless it was a penalty on the defense and a penalty. They just marked up too many yards, but he did mark that a penalty was declined. I see Scott Meyer and E.J. Walls, who's the current offensive coordinator. They're like in each other's ear in the near sideline, like, what the heck just happened? Shotgun, Moore, straight drop. Now he steps up, going upfield, throwing into single coverage, far side, acrobatic catch, and that ball is hauled in single coverage. That's number 9 on the reception for the Dynasty, and Moore hit him in stride, and that's Ratavius Thurman. So he's got 7 receptions in the one ball game that they had this year, short yardage. They nicknamed him Jeezy. So Jeezy made an excellent reception, and Moore put that ball on the money. This will bring up first and goal. So a big turn of events on the pass completion. We'll take a commercial timeout. We are scoreless here in the first quarter at Titan Coliseum. It's the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals hosting the Mississippi Dynasty. 9:42 to go in the scoreless first quarter.
It's just a wonderful thing for the town of Greensboro.
They love to run the ball and like to do those other quick hit passes.
Just play your game and be the best that you could be.
Second and goal for the Mississippi Dynasty. Adrian Moore, the quarterback, called his own number, went over the left side, gained short yardage. So it's second and goal. We'll call the ball at the 5-yard line. Dynasty going from right to left. Same formation. Bell is the running back to the left of Moore. Everybody else pretty much bunched up tight other than trips to the far side, but they're tight. Slant route. Oh, the defender broke in the ball. That's number 44 for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. He's Mr. Versatile. Lawrence Robinson did a lot of running back play last year, and he's in the secondary and made a tremendous defensive play to knock the ball free. 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5, and so this may be 4-down territory. Not sure of the place-kicking ability or if you'll just try to get the ball into the end zone. So it's 3rd and goal from the 5. Nice defensive play by the Cardinals. Cardinals break their huddle. Got a trips formation to the far side of the field. One receiver to the left side. All the other 5 linemen bunched up tight. Running back is Bell directly behind Moore. Waiting for the snap. 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal. Pressure off the edge, steps up. Now he throws into traffic. What a nice reception in the end zone. That's number 9. Don't see any flags on the play, and that'll be Thurman, Rotavius Thurman, nicknamed Jeezy, on the touchdown reception. He had 7 catches and 2 TDs in the one game that the Dynasty did play, and they are going to go for 2, attempting a successful 2-point conversion. The Dynasty leads the Cardinals by a score of 6-0 on the touchdown hookup. See what Mississippi Dynasty likes to call here. Moore's called his own number once. He's got Bell, the running back, who was a touchdown maker last year for the Dynasty, ready for the snap and the 2-point conversion. Moore, straight drop, looking for a slant. Now fars to the far side. The ball is knocked down. It's incomplete. Nice defensive play by number 27. That's Aldo Johnson for the Cardinals as he knocked the 2-point conversion down. So our score at the 8-minute mark of the first quarter, it's the Mississippi Dynasty, the visitors 6, the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 0, being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Where you'll be able to find the Bayou Lacombe Cardinal concession, San Christie's screen printing for your apparel needs, and they've got a markdown sale going tonight. You better check that out. Cardinals want to thank these sponsors: Lacombe Family Pharmacy, Christie's Screen Printing, Walk-Ons of Slidell, Fidelity Bank, the Blood Center, the Silver Slipper, Clico, Gators Travel Center, Lewis Coaches, and Texanet.
We've got a 6-0 score. The Mississippi Dynasty lead the Cardinals by that 6-0 score. Short touchdown pass from Moore. 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful.
Collision probe return.
Mississippi Dynasty kicking off from right to left. Bayou Lacombe Cardinals await their first possession of the ball game. Kick is kind of short to the far side of the field, taking it about the 22-yard line, coming from left to right. That's number 30 for the Cardinals, looking for some blocks here on the right side, and he'll be brought down. So good special teams play by the Dynasty, and that was 30.
Cardinals out over the 30-yard
line with the return for the Cardinals. They'll set up shop, first down, going now
ball
from
marked at the
left to right.
32-yard line,
So,
first and 10 for the Cardinals.
Javaris Epperson, 31-year-old quarterback for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. It's his birthday today. Former North Shore High player. Was a great high school quarterback, but had some injuries. Sophomore year had a Liz Frank injury.
Starting quarterback for the Cardinals, and it's happy birthday number 31 for Epperson.
But he's had a good career with the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, amongst the statistical leaders both in pass yardage and touchdowns last year, as the Cardinals went to and won their first playoff game of the team's history, and playing since 2017 in the league. So the birthday boy, Epperson, shotgun formation, one running back to his right. That should be Pig Griffin. That's got to be encroachment. 2 Dynasty players cross the line of scrimmage, but no, it's going to be an illegal procedure call against the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. And the offensive coaching staff for the Cardinals a little remiss and throw their hands up like, okay, what happened? Only thing I would say is that 2 of the Dynasty players did cross the line of scrimmage, so maybe that's better than just one. So it'll be a 5-yard mark off. Not the best thing you want to have. Now we've got a discussion, so let's see if the call will stay. So now the referee, the white hat, talking to one of the Cardinals, and that's Connerly. Connerly's trying to get what's going on, and still haven't marked off the penalty either. Major discussion. Can't be dinner because they're not going to dinner for another 2.5. Maybe a lifeline, call a friend. You never know.
Mississippi 5-yard mark off.
See,
It's first and
I thought it
5.
was encroachment on Mississippi, and that's what they changed the call. But it shouldn't take that long. One guy should come from the side and say, hey, I saw this. This is what the call should be. Line them up and run the play. So the Cardinals get a gift 5 yards on first down after the deliberations. Maybe Marcus Connolly talked the referee into it. I'm not sure. Snap for Efferson. Pig Griffin is met in the backfield, had nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere.
Griffin
Number 92
met in the backfield,
on
tackle
the
for a
stop
loss.
for the Dynasty.
Loss of a
And that was
couple.
an
It's
excellent defensive play, and
second
that is
down,
Anthony
7.
Washington, goes 5'9", 240. He plugged the middle and brought down
Second down
Pig
play.
Griffin, so we'll give him a loss of about a yard or so. 6-0 in favor of the Dynasty over the Cardinals. Ball game tonight being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions. Efferson shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, bunched in pretty tight. 1 running back to the left of Efferson, that is Griffin. Snap. Fake, throw upfield, overthrown, ball falls incomplete. Was looking for number 84, who will remain anonymous for another week. We had him in week 2. Yeah, that's true. No. A little discussion up here of Mornay, the former Pope John Paul II graduate who was prolific with the Cardinals in years past, was not on the roster. 84 joined them last 2 weeks ago. So the ball falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and long. We'll call it 3rd and 7. Cardinals going from left to right. Ball sits at their own 35-yard line at this near hash mark. Cardinals trail the Dynasty by 6-0. Efferson shotgun formation. Pig Griffin to his left. Brian Brown, 58, returns from injury, and he's the center. We had more movement. They let him get the play off. Efferson gets away from a potential sack, looks upfield, and just throws the ball out of bounds, like really far out of bounds. And one of the bench players made a nice catch. So let's see what this play is. Hopefully this one doesn't take as long to call as the other one, which was either offsides or encroachment. Following that discussion, it went to encroachment. And if this is offsides again, that'll give the Cardinals a very short 3rd down, probably about 3rd and 2. So the Dynasty looks begrudgingly walking backwards a little bit. So it does go against the Dynasty. They're trying to call up the snap count or whatever, and maybe Efferson is mixing that up a little bit, but the ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. They've got to go to the 42, make this 3rd and 2 after the gift 5 yards. Haven't had the success or called many running plays. First possession of the ball game for the Lacombe Cardinals. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to this near side. Efferson is in the backfield. Got a different running back. That's Marcus Connolly coming in motion from left to right. Handoff over the left side, fighting, trying to get to the sticks, and this will be close. This will be depending on where they mark the ball. The far side judge, this is going to be really close. Let's see what the call is. They gave it to him. They gave him the first down. That was an excellent effort by the running back. That was Ethan McGee, number 32, who took the ball and was stopped really about a yard short and fought ahead and got the benefit of the doubt on forward progress. And we are now going to have a timeout. And we'll take that timeout with them. Our score here with 4:38 remaining in the first quarter. It is the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals trailing the Mississippi Dynasty by a score of 6-0, being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Who is this timeout charged to? Timeout, Mississippi.
It's just a wonderful thing for the town of Greensboro.
They love to run the ball and like to do those other quick hit passes.
Just play your game, be the best that you could be.
Our score here, 6-0 in favor of the visiting Mississippi Dynasty. They're from the Jackson area, so about a 2.5 hour drive to get here to the ball game. So 1st and 10 after McGee's short gain, handoff over the left side. Tell you what, the run defense, if these first 2 or 3 carries are any indication, the Dynasty are plugging that middle really well.
No gain for the Cardinals.
No gain as they stop the ball carrier going over that left side. This is not a patchwork offensive line, but they've had some injuries there early on in the season, have a little more depth this year. They've moved Ryan Brown, who's battling a knee injury, into the starting position at center. Player that just hustled off the field for the Cardinals is number 97. So 3 receivers to this near side. Ball is spotted at the 42-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. 22 is the running back now for the Cardinals, who joins Efferson. Pass complete to the far side of the field. And I'm going to take an educated guess here. They got a new running back this week for the Cardinals, and I'm going to assume that that's who the running back is. Apologize for not getting the updated roster, but if it's not presented to us, we don't have it. 6-0, Cardinals trail the Dynasty. We're still in the first quarter, slow-moving first quarter, 3:10 to go. There's another pass to the far side. 22 hauls the ball in. That was that replay that I just caught at the tail end. Shotgun formation, Efferson. Straight drop, goes upfield, off a receiver's hand. The intended receiver for the Cardinals was number 7. And that ball falls incomplete, just a little overthrown. Corey Turner also plays some defense, had some time at UL Lafayette. So now I know Fagan's going to throw in some replays, and so he was supposed to tap me in the shoulder, but he didn't tap me, so I just tapped him in the shoulder. So we're all good. So that's why 22, who's unnamed at this point in time, got his second reception of the game, but it was only his first. So that'll bring up 4th down, and you're kind of in no man's land here. The ball's on your own 46-yard line at the far hash mark. They're going to be punting the ball, it looks like. Giving the Cardinals enough time to get all of their anticipated 11 players on the field.
Jerron Bell, single safety for Mississippi.
So Bell, the running back for the Dynasty, sets up at about his 10-yard line. 4th. I thought they might have gone for this, but it's a long way, so they decided to punt the ball. All right, for anybody that was trying to check in through Facebook with us here, Flying Ghost Productions, we had some technical difficulties, and whenever you're live, there are some difficulties, but it's how you work through those difficulties. So we're here for you, and we're glad to have the viewership that we have. It's the APDFL. The homestanding Bayou Lacombe Cardinals come into tonight's ball game with a 1-2 mark, and they are hosting the 2-1 Mississippi Dynasty, the league's defending champions. They went 13-1 last season. Their head coach and owner is Nick Blackman. Had a chat with him in the beginning. He said, we just want to limit our turnovers and play a fast tempo offensive game, and they've done that. A lot of weapons with Moore at quarterback and Bell the running back. Good receivers. Snap, straight drop, looking upfield, going deep, far side of the field, one-on-one coverage, almost hauled in, but the ball falls incomplete. So in the intended receiver for the Dynasty was number 9, and that's Ratavius Thurman.
Intended for Thurman.
Take a look at the replay coming up now. I got the tap. Moore goes upfield, far side of the field, one-on-one coverage. Ball was knocked away by number 27 of the Cardinals. Excellent defensive play. That's Aldo Johnson, his second push away of the ball game. So that was a nice play by the defense. Moore put the ball in the money, though. Moore, straight drop. Pressured. Ball comes out. The ball is complete to number 19 on this near side of the field.
Moore's pass complete.
So Moore is getting his completion record up there. That is Kelvin Burns.
Out of bounds at the 27.
He was a good target last year, had 49 catches for 1,000 yards. So a lot of weapons for the Dynasty, and Moore doing his best to spread the ball out.
Make some disruption. Let's go. Make some noise.
So we've
now. Make it
got
out.
27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Moore, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Clock running, 18 seconds now. Waiting for the snap. Moore turns, hands off, the ball off the right side. Good penetration and short yardage. Let's see where this ball is spotted. It looks like it is a first down, so enough for a first down. That's number 15 on the carry for the Dynasty, and that is Jerron Bell, the 20-touchdown guy from last year. That is the end of the first quarter. It's the Mississippi Dynasty 6, the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals nothing at the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
North Shore Technical. And Bayou Lacombe Pharmacy. Remember, Cardinal fans, tonight is Fidelity Bank night. Their Mandeville branch is here to support the Cardinals, and they're here this evening working the ticket booth and are proud to share that they're here for you and here for good to assist you with all your banking needs. From their personal banking, digital banking. Special today. Fidelity Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
We've got a 6-0 ball game here in favor of the Mississippi Dynasty over the homestanding Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Just about ready to start the second quarter. Very efficient passing game by Darian Moore. He's got a number of receivers that he goes to. They look fleet of foot, running pretty crisp routes, but Moore has been more accurate than he was in their one win or their one loss, a 14-12 overtime loss, where he completed just 13 of 30. He's been on the mark tonight, and it's been some good defensive plays. Aldo Johnson in the secondary made 2 really nice defensive plays. Snap, straight drop, looking upfield, pressure up the middle. That was Abe Dawson who put the pressure up the gut, the enforcer out of the Salmon Spartans. So good pressure up the middle from, I don't know, the 38, 39-year-old Abe Dawson, nicknamed the enforcer by North Shore head football coach Bobby Sanders, as we called the game last year. So the enforcer broke through, started out as a linebacker in his early career with the Cardinals, and then did some time at defensive end. But he's a guy that can put pressure on the quarterback. Ted Conrad, a Fontainebleau High grad who was prolific in sacks, double-digit last year. He's off the right edge. Sets up second down after the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Snap, 2 more. Handoff to Bell, coming over the right side. Cuts upfield, runs out of 1 tackle. He's up ahead to the 40. Good yardage, good run. Got outside the containment on this left side of the defense. There's the snap, 2 more. Hands it to Bell. Bell comes with the right side. Put a move on the first Cardinal about the 30. Good speed. Ran out of real estate on this right side, so that will move the sticks. Good first down play by Bell on the run. Good mixture of play by the Dynasty. I can see why they went 13-1 last year and are the defending APDFL champs. So Fagan's on the money. He tapped me twice here for these last couple replays. I don't always look at my monitor because I'm slow, but that's good for me. Ready for the snap. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 42 at the near hash mark. Snap. Straight drop. Looking upfield. Good protection. 1-on-1. And the ball was underthrown that time and nearly picked off by the Cardinals. That was number 27 again on the defensive play, and that was Aldo Johnson. That's at least the 3rd knockdown that he's come up with in this game.
Second and 10.
Set up 2nd and 10.
Y'all are doing good making this noise. Let's keep it up.
So the Dynasty brings in a player off the bench, and Moore and Bell, his running back, checking things out. Dynasty leads this ball game 6-0 over the Cardinals. I don't know, I could have had a birthday by the time they call this play. Ready for the snap. Moore, one-handed catch, looks upfield. Ball is complete to number 19 on the receiving end. He is hit inbounds, will be brought out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So here's the replay of the Dynasty's play. Snap to Moore, nice catch. Looks at this side of the field, hits his intended receiver, number 19, and that is Kelvin Burns. So a good pickup, good speed. Ball is situated at the 45-yard line of the Dynasty. They are now going from left to right. They hold a 6-0 lead. Moore has been on the money since the start of the ball game, had his first 2 completions, and has done a lot of it going upfield. Snap, straight drop, 37-year-old Moore looks upfield. Crossing route underneath. That was nearly picked by Abe Dawson.
Dawson almost comes with the pick.
Abe Dawson will be answering to his wife, Amanda, and his kids when he goes home tonight if they see this replay. Right in his hands, and both of his hands went to his face mask. That's all right, Mr. Abe Dawson. You were in the right place. He's a firefighter near the Baton Rouge area, father of 3, longtime Cardinal. Just plays the game hard, plays the game the right way. Sets up punt formation, 4th down and about 7. He fakes it, the big guy. Now he's in no man's land. He's going to throw a pass upfield. Ball is picked off at this near side by number 31 of the Cardinals, and that looked like a travesty to begin. Joseph Patterson, number 31. Now there is a flag back. I thought he might have been even past the line of scrimmage. It's a Mississippi penalty that will be declined, and the Cardinals will take over possession on the interception. That looked kind of ugly from punt formation with the punter. I mentioned that he was a versatile player. That's Justin Robinson. He goes 6'4", 270. He's the punter. He faked the punt, kind of rolled to the right. Then he wanted to throw the ball up the field, and the ball was picked off. And so the Cardinals will take over after Patterson's interception. Nice return up this near sideline. So the Cardinals should be in business with the ball sitting at their 45-yard line. They trail the Dynasty 6-0. So Efferson celebrating his 31st birthday today. He is the quarterback in shotgun formation. Pig Griffin, number 2, is the back to his left. Late coming into the play. Take your time, get out there, get in position. So 2 receivers to the far slot. Now we've got Connolly in motion from left to right. Efferson, snap, straight drop. Pressure, now it's blown dead. That looked ugly from the beginning. 81 repositioned to the far side of the field, then Marcus Connolly came in motion, and that's a false start, 5-yard mark-off against the Cardinals. Not what you want to see in week 4 of your young season. So I'm looking at the near sideline. E.J. Walls, the offensive coordinator, just crossed paths with the interim head coach, Philip Graves. We chatted with Coach Graves prior to the start. He said he feels good about Walls calling the plays. They have the same philosophy, and if he doesn't, as the head coach, he can always get him on the sideline and let him know what play he wants. But it should be pretty good continuity between the two. They've spent the first 4 weeks of the season together, but now they switch roles as Graves is the newly named interim head coach, replacing Mike Anderson. Ready for the snap is Efferson. Connolly does go in motion, sets up at the right side. Straight drop pressure. Here's a screen. Not very well done. And I told Pig Griffin before the game I'd like to see you catch 3 screen passes for about 25 yards. And that's just an incompleted pass. So number 79 going back into the offensive formation for the Lacombe Cardinals. 6-0 ball game. Figured there'd be more points for this to this point of the ball game. Defensive in the secondary have stepped up. Cardinals gave up that one short touchdown pass where Moore connected. Ball is right at the 50-yard line at this near hash mark. Ryan Brown is the center. 3 receivers to the far side, and in the slot, looks like it's Pig Anderson. Yes, it is. Pig Griffin. Looking upfield, Efferson, completion. That's to Marcus Connolly. He goes out of bounds. It's a completion. Marcus Connolly on the reception. Two-way performer, key defensive player last year, and moved to offense this year. He comes out. Efferson finds him on a little sideline pattern. He cuts it short. So Connolly on the reception. Picks up some of the yardage that was lost with the penalty. So the ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line. So I'll go with the game clock that I have on our banner screen because we're – all right, I'll go with the scoreboard. That's what I thought I was going to do. 8:24. Shotgun formation is Efferson. Snap, straight drop. Rolling, gets out of pressure. Should have time to find a receiver. Running out of real estate. Throws the ball at the last second out of bounds. Better part of valor. Throw it incomplete and live for another day. Ball falls incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down, and you're trailing 6-0. A little over 8 minutes to go in this second quarter. Efferson did a good job rolling out, but he ran out of time and real estate as he was pressured at the far side of the field. So E.J. Walls at about the 48-yard line on the field, talking with Efferson, that's offensive coordinator, with his starting quarterback. So Efferson joins the huddle. This means that they will go unless they're going to fake it, but it's 4th and probably about 6 yards. Ball at the 41. They've got to go to the 35 of the Dynasty. I like the call. Good field position. Efferson, shotgun. Snap, straight drop. Efferson's going to try to run for this. He does get there. Good second burst. Runs out of a tackle up the field. He broke a tackle of number 56 for the Dynasty. So Efferson did that pretty much on his own. So that was Tyrese Evan, who he ran out of that tackle, got just enough of the first down, moves the sticks. So he needed the 35. He got to about the 34. So big pickup on 4th down. Good pickup by cameraman Mr. Mike as he got that shot as Efferson used his legs to pick up the first down. Shotgun formation. Snap. Handoff, kind of a bobbled handoff. That was going to go nowhere. The timing on that was messed up. The handoff was a little high up in the face mask, and so that'll be a loss. Good penetration, though, by the Dynasty defense. Yeah, there were a host of tacklers there. There were at least 4 of the other color version of the jersey. If you're looking at a yellowish gold for the Dynasty. Can't go backwards on that first down when you attempt to run the ball. Set up 2nd and long, call it 2nd and 12. Cardinals trying to cut into this 6-0 lead. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Snap, straight drop, Efferson. Completion to Marcus Connolly here. Fights ahead for yardage. So Connolly has been running good routes. He heads upfield, then cuts back. So he makes another reception. Good connection between Efferson and Connolly. Connolly cuts back. He's about the 30-yard line, then jukes up to about the 31-32, short of the first down, but that puts him in manageable possession. So it's 3rd. We'll call it 3 yards.
3rd down try.
3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals. 5:15 to go in the first half. Efferson would like to pick it up here. Val Schaff, the place kicker for the Cardinals, is in uniform tonight here. Snap, handoff off the left side. needs to break a tackle or two, is going to be brought down short.
Gain is to the
22, one of the
short
new
of the yard
addition
gain.
of the Cardinals. And I believe that is Antoine Jr. I got a note written here that I got from the head coach. He's just joined the team. So running back Antoine Jr. goes off the left side. He's to the right side of Efferson as they go again on 4th and short. 4th and a long yard. Snap. High snap. Helmet is off in the middle of, in the end zone. That's a touchdown, a hookup, a connection to number 12 for the Cardinals. That's Austin Action Jackson the fourth.
Action Jackson.
So Jackson ran a great route. He got that nickname in week 2 of Action Jackson. So nice connection, high snap. One Cardinal lost his helmet at the far side of the formation. So hit Action Jackson in stride. Austin Jackson the fourth on a hookup from Efferson. So that ties up the ball game at 6-6. 4:18 to go in the ball game here in the first half. So another player comes in. 2 players come late on special teams. They've got to get that fixed. This is week 4, and it was that way in week 2. So Val Schaff, now we got a third man coming into special teams. So Val Schaff can give the Cardinals their first and only lead of the ball game. He'll be attempting this, waiting for the snap on special teams. Call for the ball. Ball is low, picked up. See if he's got an angle to get in. I think he slides in, and that's a good 2-point conversion. Trying to get to see who the Cardinal holder is. He's out of frame now, but it's Lawrence Robinson, 44, Mr. Everything. There's a low snap, kind of bobbled. He goes to right, breaks out of a tackle, a second tackle at the end zone, and slides in and takes the cone with him. And so that is a good 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals, not conventionally, but they get a successful 2-point conversion. That happened in week 2 when they were here against the Arkansas Punishers. And that was our ball game that started an hour late.
Cardinals getting ready.
So Cardinals will be kicking off the ball, going right to left, 8-6. Cardinals take the lead following the touchdown to Austin Action Jackson the fourth, coming from Efferson. Nice way for Efferson to celebrate his 31st birthday today here with us. Ball game being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions, LLC. So kicking off will be Val Schaff. He was an extraordinary soccer player here at Lakeshore High School, home of the Titans. And one Tuesday or Thursday, the Titans were practicing, and they saw him playing soccer and doing special things with the soccer ball and said, hey, have you ever kicked? And Val, really humble guy, Val said no. And Garen Narcisse or some of the coaches said, well, come over here and try to kick this football, and the rest is history. He has an injury into his left knee, kind of had a sprain, but he's a heck of a Olympic developmental player, too, in soccer. Wanted to make that his career, but that knee injury in his left side kind of halted that. Low liner, bounds. It'll be fielded at about the 14-yard line. Coming upfield, good return. That's number 0, good speed, and he gets out past the 45-yard line. So an excellent return by the Dynasty. So number 0 on that return is DeAndre Jackson. So the Cardinals got an Austin Action Jackson, and they got a Jackson. So clock running, we're down to 3:52 in the game. Yeah, I don't know, we got a disconnect between our clock and the game clock. So we got under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The Dynasty would like to get that lead back. They trail by a score of 8-6 following the touchdown from Efferson to Jackson and the 2-point conversion by Robinson. Shotgun is Moore. Bell, the running back. There's a little movement, but they didn't snap the football. Trips to this near side. Straight drop, pressure up the middle. Completion, nope, drop. Number 9 had it in his hand, did not tuck it away, and it falls incomplete. That's Ratavius Thurman on the drop. Moore had him. Pressure up the middle by the Cardinals. That was Abe Dawson coming late, and the receiver just didn't look the ball into his mitts, and the ball falls incomplete. So about 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. Dynasty going from left to right, trying to cut into this 8-6 Cardinal lead. Moore, snap, Bell, the running back, he goes out and pass, rolling, looking upfield, again off another receiver. That ball was intended for number 6, and that is Desmond Sandifer, 6 foot 170, just out of his reach.
Third down, Mississippi.
So Moore in the shotgun for the replay. Snap. Bell, the running back, goes out into the pattern. Moore rolling from left to right. Off the hands of Sandifer, falls incomplete. Cardinals lead this one 8-6 over the Dynasty. Shotgun formation is Moore. Bell, the running back, to his left. Snap, straight drop. Moore looking upfield, pressured. Hit as he lets the ball fly. Excellent reception, held on, and number 9 said that he was not going to drop 2 in a row, and that is Ratavius Thurman. Had 7 catches in their Week 2 victory, or their loss, 14-12 in overtime. But he looked that ball in, and that was thrown into triple coverage, and the completion was made to move the sticks. That is a big completion for the Dynasty. Got about 2:18 and the clock running here in the second quarter. Moore with Bell to his left, trips to the near, one to the far side of the field. Looking upfield, pressure, thrown. Now that's another nice catch if he held on. Man, that was a heck of a reception by number 6. That's Desmond Sandifer. So number 9, the receiver Thurman, and number 6, Sandifer, both had a drop. Then they had 2 tough catches in succession.
Sandifer's shaking up.
Yeah, Sandifer is still down. We'll take a timeout. Our score, 8-6, Cardinals over the Dynasty. Game being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
It's just a wonderful thing for the town of Greensboro.
Yeah, they love to run the ball and like to do those other quick hit passes.
Just play it.
Media and broadcasting production company that seeks to create affordable, high
Well, we
quality.
got Pastor Ken Schrader, the voice PA announcer for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, doing his thing. Going to try to rig up the defense here and talking about Flying Ghost Productions LLC, a group of siblings. I guess 3 as a group, or a trio, 2 brothers and a sister. So Fagan is hitting all the buttons and plugs, and Mr. Mike is our cameraman out there. He's a one-man show out there with the camera, but they're doing an excellent job trying to keep me on time and task. So Moore, following the injured receiver for the Dynasty, shotgun, handoff to Bell, right up the gut. He goes absolutely nowhere. Good defensive effort as the Cardinals try to rip the ball free. That was number 21 for the Cardinals, who joined Abe Dawson on the stop. 21 is Jacob Dubraska. So nice defense by the Cardinals. We're down to about a minute and a half left in this second quarter. Cardinals trying to make a defensive stand at the end of the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. Dynasty going from left to right. Clock rolling. Snap. Straight drop. Pressure forces him out of the pocket. He's looking upfield, waves to a receiver to head up, and that is, looks like 21 on the receiving end.
Moore's pass is complete to John Hill.
See where they spot the football. Now they motion touchdown, and they're set up for the conversion. There was no quick touchdown showing there, but I thought he hauled the ball in, so a touchdown completion from Moore to number 21, Ja Hill. So now they're going to go for 2. They lead the Dynasty 12-8. Bell relocates to the right side of Moore. 2-point conversion. Moore pump fakes, running up the gut, and he dances and weaves his way into the end zone, and he pretty much went untouched right up the gut. So a nice, successful two-point conversion. Snap to Moore. Wanted to throw it, pump fake, cut up the middle, sidestepped a couple defenders at about the 2 or 3, went from the left to the right, and he's in for a successful two-point conversion. So the Dynasty, the Mississippi Dynasty, retake the lead over the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, 14-8. Brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Let them help you with all your medication needs. Your help is our purpose at Bayou Lacombe.
Welcome back to tonight's ball game. We got a good one, 14-8 in favor of the visitors, the Mississippi Dynasty. They come in 2-1 over the Cardinals that now have an 8-point on their side, and they trail by 6. Kickoff, Antoine Jr., a new addition to the Lacombe Cardinals. Be bringing the ball back to the Cardinals. This is Marcus Connerly. He was back deep as well. He brings the ball. Excellent field position for the Cardinals. Marcus Connerly out of Franklinton High, a former Demon. Good all-around performer. Was a star on defense last year, using him a lot more offensively. So let's see what the Cardinals decide to do with just 30 to 40 seconds left in the first half. Do have good field position. The one player I haven't seen out there tonight is the X Factor, Xavier Chapman. I'm not sure if he's been out there yet tonight or not. I don't see him, but he's our leading receiver, has 20 receptions on the season. Let's see if Efferson decides to put the ball up in the air. Good field position, 43-yard line. No, they hand it off. Nice gain, good speed, breaking outside. I think they need to get a timeout here. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. I don't see that they called a timeout, but the clock stopped. Good run off the right side. Good blocking at the point of attack by the Cardinals. And that was a good burst of speed by Jeremy Pig Griffin out of St. Helena Central, I do believe. Might have been one of the factors to get Flying Ghost Productions out here to cover these ball games for the Cardinals. So we'll take another commercial timeout. Our score, Mississippi Dynasty 14, Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 8, brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
North Shore Rotarian does around the region. Thank you for serving our community. The Cardinals thank the North Shore Rotary in Slidell. And Lacombe Family Pharmacy prioritizes your health needs and customer service above all else. We offer low-cost.
Our score here tonight at Titan Coliseum, home of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. It's the Mississippi Dynasty 14, the Cardinals 8. Cardinals are trying to get some points on the board with our remaining time, just a little over 20 seconds in the first half. Nice, excellent run by Jeremy Pig Griffin off the right side. Good burst and good speed. Efferson, the starting quarterback. Now he repositions Griffin from his right to his left. Snap, pressure off the edge and up the gut. Efferson, the ball comes loose. Excellent defensive effort. It's a fumble recovery. Efferson was attempting to step up into the pocket, but there were too many defenders there. Here's the replay. Straight drop, up the gut, off the edge. The ball is fumbled and is recovered by number 89. And that, for the Dynasty, is a key hit and a key recovery by Justin Robinson. A couple years back, he had 24 sacks, which at the time was an APDFL sack record. It's since been broken. So a few ticks, Moore can air this one out. We've got 18 seconds left in this first half. He's shown the speedy receivers and good route runners, so they've got the speed and the personnel to get upfield. Looks like they're going to have trips to this near side, one to the far side, one running back to the left of Adrian Moore is Bell. Bell repositions, comes out from left to right. Moore drops, looks upfield, tries to run out of pressure. This ball looks like it came loose. Fumble on the play.
Recovered again by Mississippi.
Dynasty falls on it. Some time running off, and looks like they're going to get a timeout if they gave it to him.
Mississippi.
Looks like there might be 6 seconds remaining. See if they got the timeout. Our score, 14-18 in favor of the Dynasty over the Cardinals. 6 ticks remaining here in the first half. Been a good ball game to this point. The Dynasty is the APDFL reigning champions of the league. They finished with a 13-1 record last year. They are 2-1 in the year, but they've only played one ball game. They had a forfeit victory in week 1. Then they lost 14-12 in overtime, and then they had a forfeit win last week. So they come in 2-1. Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 1-2 in the young season, but they had a chance to win their first game against the Crescent City Kings out of New Orleans, and they have been their nemesis for a long time. And they knocked the Cardinals out of the playoffs last year, but they had a first half lead in week 1, but couldn't hold on. So 6 ticks remaining. Looks like the Dynasty may have 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. 6 seconds to go on the clock. Moore will be by himself in shotgun, waiting for the snap. Trips to the far, 2 to the near. Snap, pressure off the edge. He steps up, looks upfield, right on time, right on number. What a nice catch, but that will run out the clock. Didn't have enough time, but an excellent pass completion by Moore. Moore had good time, then he had to step up in the pocket. He did that. Good speed, gets rid of the ball before he gets clocked, and a really nice catch upfield by number 19 for the Dynasty, and he's been a good receiver in the ball game, Kelvin Burns. So that'll take us to halftime. In the lead, the visiting Mississippi Dynasty 14, the homestanding Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 8. This game being brought to you, and it's APDFL action by Flying Ghost Productions.
Want something to drink?
Welcome to the field, the Bayou Gems Youth Dance Team.
Mike Purvell here, and we're at halftime. It's the Mississippi Dynasty, the visitors, leading the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals by a score of 14-8. Very good competitive first half, and going to bring in Gary Narcisse. And I would need about 10 notepads to decide what his real position is. Executive Director of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, former defensive coordinator, former head coach, now back as the defensive coordinator. So is that the hat you're wearing tonight, defensive coordinator?
Yes, sir. Defensive coordinator, there it is tonight.
All right, tell me what you got to do to stop the passing attack of this number 2, Adrian Moore, and you got some pretty talented wide receivers.
When I tell you number 9 is renowned throughout the league, he's pretty good, but we got to stay over top of him. It's that simple. We got to get pressure on number 2, and we got to stay over top of number 9. That has been their game plan, and it will always be their game plan, and we just got to stop it.
Yeah, they came in, and they're out of Jackson, Mississippi area, so the defending APDFL champs, 13-1 record. I think you guys played them last year, and it was a high-scoring affair in their favor. So you got the second half. But what I liked about your ball club was that Efferson's celebrating his 31st birthday today.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to the captain.
There you go. So the captain linked up with, I'm just going to call him Austin Action Jackson IV.
Yes, sir. Austin Jackson out of North Shore High, man. He is talented. Very talented first-year player with the Cardinals, and he just makes things happen in every game. Every game he's going to have a catch where you just say, wow.
And that was a wow factor. He had one in your home opener here in Week 2 against the Arkansas Punishers. So, new turn of events with the team. Philip Graves, we talked to him at pregame. He was your offensive coordinator coming into the year. Do you like what you've seen in the first half?
Phil is everything you expect for a Cardinal, man. He is magnanimous. He's a coach's coach. He's calmed everything down, put some structures in, and everything's moving smoothly. Yes.
Yeah, I liked the interview with him, and we won't hold it against him that he played ball high school wise on the South Shore at McDonough 35, and he did some college stuff, and he was a running back, so he knows that part of the game. And I asked him pregame, I said, "Are you going to try to work on some of the running game?" And he said, "Well, always a running back in high school, and then also in college."
Yeah, man. Like I said, we are growing and we're continuing to progress toward where we need to be ultimately in the end. And if anybody listening, we are a nonprofit and there's sponsorship available.
All right, so you're at 14-8 deficit. Take the headset off, and I'm releasing you for the night. And you need to go be a defensive coordinator and keep the Mississippi Dynasty off the board in this second half. We're about ready to start. Got a few more minutes to go. And it is the Mississippi Dynasty 14, the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 8. I'm Mike Purvell, and that was Gary Narcisse, the executive director of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, and the current defensive coordinator came back to take that position this season. You're watching this game on Flying Ghost Productions. Ready for the start of the second half here at Titan Coliseum on the campus of the Lakeshore Titans. It's the Mississippi Dynasty holding a 14-8 lead over the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. And kicking off will be the Dynasty going from right to left. 2 return men back deep for the Cardinals. Cardinals would love nothing more than to get back on the board early and tie this ball game up. Ball is taken at about the 10-yard line, coming straight upfield. Good speed into the secondary a little bit there of the special teamers, and that is a good return. I'm afraid to look at my roster because I don't have 81. But it was a good return nonetheless. Give them good field position. So we've got a 6-point ball game. Dynasty went up first and then failed to convert on a 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals got back in the ball game as Javaris Efferson, the birthday boy, 31 today, hooked up with Austin Action Jackson IV. And then the Dynasty got back on the board late in the second quarter, and that's where we stand, this 14-8 lead by the Dynasty. Dynasty 4 rushers. A lot of guys up in coverage. Low snap, handoff to Pig Griffin, trying to rip away from players, and he's up ahead for a first down, loses his helmet. That was a big run. That's the second big run of the ball game by Pig Griffin. So he'll get a first down. Low snap, Efferson came up with it, and Pig did that on his own. He broke 2 tackles at the point of attack, then broke ahead, lost his helmet. So good play to get the third quarter underway. Excellent field position. Ball sits at the 44-yard line at the near hash mark. Cardinals fired off the ball pretty nicely on that possession. I think they need to go back to that a little bit that worked and see if they can pound some yardage on the ground. Griffin's got good speed, not blazing, but deceptive speed. Low center of gravity. Ryan Brown, former Fontainebleau High, not football player, but handoff over the right side, and that's Antoine Jr. He's a bruiser, and Pastor Ken said, yeah, I remember him from early on with the Louisiana Lightning and some other, and the Crescent City Kings. Now he's having some words in the secondary, so that'll move the sticks, give him a first down. Good play, handoff off the right side. Man, he delivered the blow there. He ran through both of those tacklers for that first down. Now it looks like we have a flag. There's going to be a mark off. The call appears to be holding on the Cardinals, and that'll take up that good run and move them back in yardage. They'll replay the down. Cardinals would like to get some of that running game going a little bit and not be so one-dimensional. Efferson is a really good quarterback. He can air it out, but when you become just a one-hit wonder and throw the ball all the time, that takes it out of your offensive line. You don't get as much protection because they're teeing off and coming because they're just disregarding the run. 2 receivers far, 2 to the near. Snap to Efferson, straight drop, pressure. Just had no time at all. Tried to complete the pass upfield, but that was not going to happen as he had no time whatsoever. Ball falls incomplete. After that penalty, it's going to be second and about 20 yards. Just absolutely no time at all for Efferson on that attempted completion. 2 biggest plays have been the touchdown pass by Efferson to Jackson, and then a couple bursting runs by Pig Griffin. They attempted a screen pass in the first half to Pig and fell incomplete. That's all about timing. None of the timing was there. Cardinals break their offensive huddle. Garrett Scheck-Snyder, Laranja, former Army guy. He's with the Laranja coaching staff with Sam Messina. Does line work with them. Snap, Efferson, straight drop, looks upfield, overthrows his intended receiver at this near side. That was Connerly. Ball falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and long after the holding penalty. I lost the 10 yards and whatnot on that, so it's 3rd and 20. Qualifies for a country mile even here on the North Shore. Good ball game to this point, 14-8. Apologize for our little technical difficulties at the start of the ball game. Nobody's going to want or take credit for it, but it wasn't us. It was somebody on the Cardinals organization that tapped into the live feed, so we can't have that anymore. I laid the blame, sorry, but it's there. Shotgun formation. Efferson, straight drop. Another attempt, and that's got to be a 15-yard personal foul there. There's no destination about that. It's got to be thrown right there. The intended receiver, who was Junior Antoine, was knocked off his feet, and the flag was thrown. Here's the replay. Comes out of the backfield, going from right to left. The ball falls incomplete, and he is tattooed, and that is Antoine Jr., new player with the Cardinals, and he took the brunt of that. So this will be a freebie. Mark the ball inside the 40-yard line. Will be spotted at the 39-yard line of the Dynasty. So that was the Cardinals facing a 3rd and 20.
Mississippi, 15-yard penalty.
So that should be, I would think, an automatic first down.
Automatic first down.
That's what I'm thinking, but no.
No.
It'll be 3rd down. 3rd, and we'll call it about 5. So Cardinals probably have 2 downs to try to convert these 5 yards. Ball sitting at the 39-yard line at the near hash. Player comes and repositions on this right side. Trips, but they're tight on the near side. 1 receiver to the far. 1 running back. 12 goes in motion from right to left. Efferson waiting for the snap. 3rd and 5. Straight drop. Pressure off the edge and up the gut. Ball falls incomplete as he throws it out of bounds. Ted Conrad, the Fontainebleau High grad, the enforcer, and one of the defensive guys in the secondary for the Dynasty, just unfortunately waylaid a coach inadvertently on this near sideline. We're going to take a commercial timeout. The game being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions. Mississippi Dynasty 14, Cardinals 8.
4th down 5 for the Cardinals.
Be the best that you could be.
Our score 14-8. Cardinals going on 3rd or 4th and 5. Looking to this far sideline. There's a completion. Have to see if he picked up enough yardage for it. Tackled out of bounds, and looks like it should be a first down depending on where the ball is spotted.
Reception, and it's a first down Cardinals.
So nice reception
First down.
as Efferson gets the completion. One of the members of the Cardinals staff is kind of down, sitting where he took that shot inadvertently from the defender who was crossing on the defensive side of the football. First down for the Cardinals. Ball sits at the 34-yard line at this near hash mark. 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near, 1 running back to the left of Efferson, and that'll be Junior. Takes the pass out of the backfield. Again, delivers the blow, but is brought down. He had 3 of the Dynasty there to make the stop.
Efferson's pass complete to Junior.
Number 12 makes a good stop, and that is Eric Redmond.
Short gain.
Redmond goes 5'10", 200 pounds. Short gain, giving him about 2 on the play, 1 or 2 on the play. So Cardinals with the excellent field position, courtesy of the personal foul when Antoine Jr. was hit in the backfield as he was trying to bring in a pass. The ball fell incomplete, late hit, 15 yards marked off. It was 3rd and 20. Set up a 3rd and 5, and then they had the nice completion over to this right side to pick up the current first down. So Cardinals on a good move. 2nd, and we'll call it 9. The front 4 of the Dynasty. Here comes a linebacker pressure. Efferson steps up to run. Doesn't go very far. He's taken down.
Efferson keeps the ball. Tackle about the 33-yard line.
So Efferson thought he saw a little more than what they had. But you got 4 down linemen, and linebackers are cheating near the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit, and brought down by number 59 from the Dynasty was Efferson. 59 on the play, and that is Tamarius Toney. So good hustle play to get back into the fray and bring down Efferson from behind. No gain. Call it 3rd and 9. Possibly 4 down territory for the Cardinals. They trail 14-8. 7:40 or so left in the 3rd quarter. Antoine Jr. is the running back, number 22 to the right of Efferson. 2 receivers top, 2 to the near. Snap, straight drop, pressure. Stepping up is Efferson. Little flip to the far side of the field, caught. This will be a first down. Nicely disguised play. Efferson was not going to run, but he faked like he was. Took the snap, broke out of the backfield, stepped up. Nice little flip at the far side. The ball is caught, and a nice run after the catch, giving the Cardinals a first down at the far side of the field. So big pickup. 3rd and 9. The Cardinals convert, keep the drive alive. Ball sits at the 21-yard line at the far hash mark. So good job by Efferson stepping up in the pocket, and then just a little flip pass to the far side of the field. I thought it was Jay Coleman, number 8.
I think so, too.
So Coleman got enough yardage. He didn't have it when he caught the ball, but broke upfield without any hesitation. So Coleman helps move the sticks. So a good hookup between Efferson and Coleman. 1 receiver to the far side, and that's Marcus Connerly. He's been one of their big weapons this year offensively. Efferson waiting for the snap. Trips to this near side. Connerly to the far side. I think he's looking for somebody to come in motion, but nobody's coming. Now ready to snap. Efferson. Fake handoff. Slant route. Oh, underthrown. Good coverage. The intended receiver was looking for a flag, but that was a nice defensive effort by number 5 for the Dynasty, and that's Alistair Wade, 5'9", 160. So the ball falls incomplete.
Fidelity Bank, second down play.
Ball be respotted at the 21-yard line. I'm going to bring a stopwatch 1 week and see how long the players get to take their snap of the football, because it's an eternity. No. So here's the snap, hopefully to Efferson, 2 receivers to the far, and we've got double receivers to this near side of the field. Antoine Jr. is the running back to the left. Here comes a player in motion from left to right. That should be Coleman. Stops, snap, handoff. Inside goes the run.
Antoine Jr.
I think they were trying to get the Dynasty defense off guard there with the quick hander. That was actually Pig Griffin that came in. He wears 2, and the other running back wears 22, but that was Pig Griffin. Pig Griffin on the carry. They're kind of built similarly. They're both small to the ground, but and they both run hard. I just don't think the Cardinals have ever, in my 3 years of watching them, been able to establish a running game. Pig Griffin came into tonight the team's leading rusher with 61 yards, averaging 3.6 per carry in the 3 games. So this will bring up 3rd down. Griffin, they give him 3 yards on the carry, so 3rd and 7. Ball inside the 20 at the 19. Couple receivers to the far side. Pig Griffin still the running back. This is either movement or encroachment. The center never snapped the football. That's Ryan Brown. Offsides. That's the 3rd offsides call. Encroachment against the Dynasty. And that was like a 3rd and 7, so this will make it 3rd and 2. Definitely 4-down territory here. Field goal would not give you the lead, so if they don't get it on this down, I'm assuming that they're probably going to go for it on 4th. This should be 3rd down. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. They've got to go to the 11, so 3rd and 3. Griffin, the running back to the left of Efferson. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Ryan Brown, the center, ready to snap the ball. 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. Pump fake. Slant route. That is a touchdown. The ball caught by number 7. So Dwan Montgomery, number 7, gets the touchdown. Here's the replay. Efferson straight drop under duress. Throws the ball on the little slant in, and Dwan Montgomery, number 7, gets the touchdown pass. Much less didn't just get the first down, he got the touchdown. So the score moves now to 14 all. And we'll see if Val Schaff, if he's going to attempt the extra point. He's out there. The holder is Marcus Robinson. So Val Schaff, number
Lawrence
29,
Robinson holding.
is the
Val
place
Schaff.
kicker, former Lakeshore
the extra
Titans
point.
soccer player, second year with the Cardinals. His mentor was Lance Foster, the retired older guy. Low snap again, but this time Robinson puts the ball
Kick is
down,
good.
a
Cardinals
roller
lead,
back to him where
15-14.
the first extra point attempt, that didn't work, and so he ran in for a successful 2-point conversion. So good hands by Robinson. There's 44. Snap, low bounder, put it down, and Val Schaff poised,
Kick is
made the
good.
play, and
Cardinals
Lance Foster
lead,
would be very proud of him
15-14.
because he was his mentor, and he was the place kicker and did his punting last
Lacombe
year before he
Pharmacy.
retired.
It's owned by
We'll take a
Lacombe
quick
residents
timeout,
Angela and
15-14
Jason
in favor of the Bayou Lacombe
Pharmacy
Cardinals
accepts all
over the
insurance plans and
Mississippi
provide
Dynasty.
Convenient, fast, and friendly service. They take pride in their serving the Lacombe community. Go on in, let them help you with your medication needs. Your health is our purpose at Bayou Lacombe Pharmacy. Val Schaff getting ready to tee it up for the Silver Slipper kickoff.
We're back. Cardinals retake the lead 15-14 on a nice touchdown pass from Epperson to Juan Montgomery, and the extra point tacked on. A nice job by Marcus Robinson putting the ball down, and Val Schaff working through and getting the kick for the extra point. There we are, 15-14, the lead by the Cardinals here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum. 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Lance Foster would be happy that Val Schaff did that. He went down and talked to him in week 2 here when he was with the team. And we've got to give a shout out and a hello to the youthful one, Miss Charmaine, the mom of Lance. So she's visiting in Gulfport. So Miss Charmaine, I know you're the youthful one, so enjoy the ball game and just put up with your son. There's the kickoff, taking it about the 5-yard line. That's number 0 on the return. Good speed, breaking through tackles, fighting ahead, and this is a good return. Second good return by the return man by the Dynasty, and that's DeAndre Jackson, 6'1", 220.
Officials ruling down by contact.
So Cardinals have gotten
Jackson
back into
returns
the
it to
ball
the
game, and this
43-yard
looks
line,
like
42-yard
this
line.
might be
First
who
and 10,
has the ball
Mississippi
last.
from there.
It's been a lot of give and take, but the defenses, both teams have stepped up pretty much when they've needed to. And that a ball came loose and was on the ground, and I think special teamer Pig Griffin actually got on it.
Officials
But
ruling down.
I guess it was whistled dead. Forward progress was halted, so Griffin can't get a fumble recovery. A lot of two-way performers for the Cardinals. There's my man Abe Dawson. He's in his familiar former linebacker position. He played some defensive end earlier. Primarily now he's up at the line of scrimmage trying to put pressure on Moore. Picked off by the Cardinals. Excellent play. I believe it's 25 on the interception by the Cardinals. And we will give the credit to Traven Green. So Green, Moore. I don't know if the ball was hit when he released it, but there was good coverage. 3 players back there, and 25, Traven Green on the interception to put the Cardinals in great field position. And that's a big turnover and a big potential momentum for the Cardinals. There was pressure off the edge, it looked like, and I don't know if the ball might have been deflected a little bit. I thought he may have gotten a piece of that football, but the interception by Green, yeah, I thought they might have been deflected off the edge. So we'll give the interception to the Cardinals. They're in excellent field position. It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. See what the Cardinals can do with their gift. Turnover courtesy of the Birds defense. Ryan Brown, 58, the Fontainebleau High School grad, as Pastor Kento. I think he was prior service for a few years, and he played the tuba. Didn't play football, but he played the tuba. Don't know how good a tuba player he was, but he's done a good job snapping the football, and they've actually got 3 flags on the Dynasty for encroachment tonight. Snap to Epperson, straight drop, pressure off the edges, tries to step up, and he stepped up when he should have stepped out, and that's
Tackle for a
number
loss.
28, I believe, on the defensive stop for the Dynasty, and that is Keontae Williams. So straight drop, pressure off the edges, Williams. And as Efferson stepped up, he had nowhere to go because 56 was given pressure from the other side. That's Tyree Swan. So good defensive effort. I see Garrett Schexnayder, the big man, the Viking, the red one, 73, kind of limping to the sideline of the Cardinals. He's one of the offensive guards, one of the line coaches for Sam Messina over at Laranja High School. They play in this District 8-4A along with the Lakeshore Titans, the Salmon Spartans, Pearl River Rebels, and the Franklinton Demons, and Archbishop Hannon, 2 new arrivals. There's movement off the left side. That was either miscommunication on the snap count, it's illegal procedure. The entire left side guard and tackle moved into play, and I don't think Brown was ready to snap it, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll set up another replay and didn't get that snap off. Ball spotted at the 47. Cardinals would like to take advantage of this. It's not my imagination, but Efferson is limping a little bit. Looks like he's favoring his left ankle a little bit. So he's got to stay healthy, because I could even tell you who the backup quarterback is for this ball club. Probably be Marcus Robinson out of a Wildcat. So shotgun formation. Yeah, he's limping visibly, no doubt about it. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Snap, handoff. That one's going absolutely nowhere.
Stopped at the line.
That's 22, Antoine Jr. on the carry. Man, I tell you what, the defense is definitely that ball came free, but he was down. Forward progress stopped. But the defense of the Dynasty, their interior line, they are just teeing off and beating the Cardinals off the football on these last few plays. Big number 89 is one of their most talented player. That's Justin Robinson. He's the defensive lineman, and he's also the punter, 6'4", 270. A couple years back, had 24 sacks to lead the Dynasty defense. And according to the second-year head coach and owner, Nick Blackman, he, meaning Robinson, is the heart and soul of the Dynasty. All right, we've got a timeout. We'll take that commercial timeout. 15-14, Cardinals over the Dynasty. You're watching Flying Ghost Productions. Well, as I mentioned, Efferson, you see him kind of walking off. That's not a good sign with his left cleat in his right hand, his throwing hand, as it were. But he was injured probably on one of that step-up play when he was sacked. And we've got a backup quarterback in. And I said I didn't know who would replace Efferson if he ever got hurt. And I'm not lying. I don't have a 15 on our roster. So we'll have to see if we can try to get the backup quarterback for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Ready for the snap, the replacement. Going to try to throw a little screen, and that was ill-advised, ill-timed. And if the two defenders for the Mississippi Dynasty, namely number 1, Chad Dunson, and number 5, Alistair Wade, if they got a little better jump on that ball, that would have been Katie bar the door, take it 6, going the other way. We've got another injured Cardinal out on the field. He's down at about the 40-yard line. So we'll take another commercial timeout. 15-14 in favor of Bayou Lacombe Cardinals over the Mississippi Dynasty on Flying Ghost Productions.
It's just a wonderful thing for the town of Greensboro.
Yeah, they love to run the ball and like to do those other quick hit passes.
Just play a game. Be the best that you could be.
Injured player for the Cardinals is number
Jordan
95
Hamp
as
is
he's
the
getting a
injured
little
player
bit
for
of
the Cardinals coming
assistance. That's the first-year head coach, Philip Graves, to his left, and Garen Narcisse, the defensive coordinator, executive director. So number 95 is Jordan Hamp. Hope he's all right. Still trying to get the backup quarterback's roster name for the Cardinals as he replaced Epperson.
Jay Coleman coming in to punt for the Cardinals.
So this will be, the Cardinals didn't take advantage. Good defensive pressure by the front four of the Dynasty. It'll set up a fourth down, fourth and long to go. So punt formation are the Cardinals. They did take the lead 15-14, couldn't take advantage of the intercepted pass by the Cardinal defense. So they're forced to punt. Good snap, punt. Ball will get a good roll for the Cardinals, but it ran out of turf at the far side of the field. This ball will be marked out of bounds at the far side. Turnover on possession after the punt for the Dynasty. It'll be spotted at the 24-yard line at the far side of the field. Third quarter nearly over. Got about 19 or 20 seconds to go in this quarter. So a nice opportunity. Could have been a big momentum swing for the Cardinals, but they can't take advantage. So Moore, starting quarterback for the Dynasty. They suffered a Week 2 14-12 overtime loss in which he went only 13 for 30. He's had a lot better passing percentage tonight and for more yardage than they had in that Week 2 ball game. So Dynasty trailing by that 1 point. They take over on the fourth down hold by the Dynasty defense. Bell, number 15, is the running back to the left of Moore. I'm waiting for the snap of the football now. The officials rush in, and not sure if there's a timeout. Looks like there is. We'll take that timeout with them, and I don't know who called the timeout, but it is a timeout. 15-14, Cardinals over the Dynasty. Flying Ghost Productions.
Timeout Cardinals.
Ball game, Cardinals 15-14 over the Dynasty. Following that Cardinals timeout. Shotgun formation, that's where Moore has been all night. Bell, his running back to his left, two receivers to the far, two to the near. Ready for the snap, handoff to Bell, right side, good burst of speed, breaks into the secondary, and with a good spot, he's probably got a first down. Call it a gain of 11 yards by Bell, and that's a weapon they haven't used as much tonight as maybe they could. So Bell, with a good quick burst over the right side, gets the first down. Moore, snap. Hand off to Bell again. This time, the Cardinals are ready for it, and they stop him at the point of attack. Probably held to no gain.
No gain for the Mississippi.
Number 54 on the stop for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals.
On the stop for the Cardinals. Number 54.
So Pastor Ken said it just like I said it, number 54 on the stop, and we don't have 54 on our roster. So that should be the end of the quarter, and that's where we are. At the end of the third quarter, Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 15, the visiting Mississippi Dynasty 14 on Flying Ghost Productions.
Supports the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, who serve the community. We appreciate the hard work that every North Shore Rotarian does around the region Thank you for your service in our community.
Ready for the snap, or the Dynasty. Straight drop is Moore. Pressure off the edge. Steps up. Throws across his body. Connection. Nice reception by number 19. That's been one of his favorite targets tonight, and that is Kelvin Burns. Had 49 catches for over 1,000 yards last year.
Pick up of 7, second down.
So give him a gain of 7 yards on the play. Call it 2nd and 3.
Make that noise.
That was a nice play by Moore, a little bit of athleticism. Had to kind of step up to the block and sidearm the ball. So good completion. Now Bell comes out of the backfield. Moore is by his lonesome in shotgun. Bell in the slot to this right side. Trips to the far. Straight drop. Steps up. Got a running lane up the middle. Dives ahead. Good pickup of first down.
Moore picks up the first down.
Good looking play by Moore as he called his own number. He saw the hole in the middle of the field. Number 9, Kobe Crane on the stop. Also an assist by 54 down around the ankles. Big first down pickup by the Dynasty. Sets up 1st and 10. Straight drop. Little more time. Now Ted Conrad comes in late, and he gets blocked, boy, right in his grill. And so fights back to right about the line of scrimmage. And look, Ted Conrad, Drago, is just incensed. He thought he came up under his grill with his helmet. And I don't know if we've got a replay on that, but he got bombed out of that play. And he was hoping for a flag, but he didn't get one. Here comes, I think, the replay. Shotgun, Moore rolling. Here comes 41, Conrad off the left side. He is blocked on elbow to the face mask. I don't know. I might have called that, but he was incensed but didn't get the flag. Back to the play. 2nd down and 10 yards. No gain on that play. Straight drop. Pressure off the edge. Didn't get there. Ball is incomplete down at around the 28-yard line, trying to hit Sandifer. I mean, I tell you what, Moore's got a wealth of receivers. Every one of his wideouts is a pretty good-looking player, but that ball falls incomplete. Moore, straight drop.
Lots of noise now. Lots of
ball falls incomplete. Good coverage by the Birds. Sets up 3rd down and 10. Probably 4-down territory as well if they decide to go for it. They trail by 1. We're in the 4th quarter. Pass right up the middle. Number 9, nice catch. And depending on where they spot it, he should have the first down as they mark it here. It is a first down. So nice pitch and catch. On the receiving end is number 9, and that's been one of his good receivers. That's Thurman. So they convert. No need to worry about going on 4th down. We're in the 4th quarter. Good ball game, 15-14. Cardinals over the Dynasty. Moore, straight drop, pressure off the edge, and I thought Conrad thought he was held that time on the left side as he rushed the quarterback. Things not going Ted Conrad's way in these last 2 or 3 plays. He's at the right side of your screen, left side of your screen, coming off the edge, 55 blocking him. I thought that was a hole there, no call. Ball was complete for a short gain over this right side. I think that was Bell out of the backfield. So he did get the call. He came off the edge, he got the call. I think Drago from the Rocky IV movie, he looks just like Drago if he dyed his hair. Ted Conrad out of Fontainebleau High. He's a guy that is just full speed ahead all the time. His mantra, full tilt, full time, all gas, no brakes. So he got the holding call there. Straight drop is Moore. Looks upfield, steps up in the pocket, pressured, nice play. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Nobody open. Good defensive secondary work by the Cardinals, and they come in for the sack. Excellent play by the Cardinals defense. Stepped up was Moore. Nice play by number 4, jumping and not allowing him to make the play. And they're the Cardinals recorded a sack. So that's a big defensive stand by the Cardinals just when they needed it. Cardinals trying to rev up their defense. Ball at the 49-yard line. Second down and long. Pressure off the edge. Thrown upfield. Good coverage intended for number 19 for the Dynasty, and that ball falls incomplete. That was Kelvin Burns. Good defensive effort. Good play by the Birds defense. Yep, that was Weathersby, number 5 on the stop. He's been a good performer at cornerback for the Birds. He's credited with the pass breakup. It'll set up a long way to go for the Dynasty. Clock is rolling. We're under 10 minutes.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
So Cardinals looking for a big stop. They've managed to get some pressure off the edge on Moore. Bell is the running back from the right side, moves to the left, goes in motion. Moore is looking for him and a little out of our picture. The ball is incomplete. Moore tried to hit Bell out of the backfield. So we've got a Dynasty player that's down. Clock is still running. Don't have a timeout yet. I believe that might be a flag. Is that a flag at the 44-yard line? Yes, it is. A flag is at the 44-yard line of the Dynasty. So we'll let them sort this out, and we'll take a commercial break. Be back right after this.
Family Pharmacy prioritizes your health care needs and customer service above all else. We have a low cost alternative to going out of town. Tony Bondi is very involved in the community and donates his time and energy to make St. Tammany just amazing.
Not sure what the discussion's about, but it's a lengthy discussion, and I don't know that I've seen a first-year coach, interim or otherwise. Philip Graves was out at about midfield, the 45-yard line after that play. There was a player down. There was a flag. There's been a mark-off, and it looks like it was against the Cardinals because that ball was on the other side of midfield. It sets now at the 34-yard line. So head coach Philip Graves, the newly installed head coach with the interim title, could not have been happy because he was out as far as you can get on the field. There was no doubt about it. He was in the middle of the playing field. Cardinal defense facing a 1st and 10. Snap. Looking to the far side. Ball is overthrown. Good coverage. He really threw into triple cover. And now here's a late flag. The receiver wanted a interference call, and it came in super late. Triple coverage. There was no reason for anybody to pass interfere. We'll see if we've got a replay of this one. This is a replay of 2 penalty flags, is what I'm going to call it. Here's the snap to Moore. Trips to the far side. Looking upfield. The ball was thrown. I thought out of reach. I don't like that call, and it came in way late. There you go, wave it off. So my almost 71-year-old of age still has good enough eyesight to see that. I didn't think it was a pass interference, and that's the one thing I like when you do pick up a flag and wave it off. But somebody interceded there to get that waved off. Ball is at the 34-yard line. Big break if you're a Cardinal fan in the secondary that the flag was picked up and waved off. Good no call, as they say. Trips to the far side. Bell to the left of Moore. Straight drop. Time. Looking upfield. Now goes up. Stops. Throws. Little bit of miscommunication. Tried to go upfield, and his receiver couldn't get upfield. Ball falls incomplete.
Third down, 10.
So good coverage in the secondary by the Cardinals. They haven't been getting a lot of pressure on Moore, but they've gotten it sometimes when they've needed it. I don't see Abe Dawson out there. Maybe they're giving him a little breather, but he's put good pressure on during the course of the game. Tell you what, the coaching staff of the Cardinals have spent more time on the playing field in this quarter than they have in their own sideline. Referee is about 8 yards from Philip Graves, the interim head coach. Ready for the snap. Third down and 10. Snap. Thrown upfield. Man, that could have been nearly been intercepted. And I think the receiver 9 did hold on. He fought the defender for the ball, and that is a completion. That's Thurman. Moore throws to Thurman. Single coverage. Could almost been a pull away by the defensive back, but he didn't quite get there, so it is a completion and a first down. Ball at the 19-yard line. Big pickup by the Dynasty. Straight drop. All pass plays here. Throws sidearm, kind of incomplete. That was a late decision. Ball falls incomplete. Little Gimpy is the wide receiver at the far side of the field. I know this. Moore's got some weapons to throw to, and he's doing his best to spread the ball around. That one falls incomplete.
Second down, 10 for Mississippi.
A little over 8:40 to go here in the ball game. 1 point lead by the Cardinals, looking for a defensive stand. Bell, the usual running back, comes out to this near side, trips. One to the far side. Shotgun is Moore by himself. Snap, straight drop. Looking upfield, pressured inside. Spun around and is going to be brought down. Nice defensive play off the edge by 21. He's had a good season for the Cardinals. That's Jacob Dubraska. Really good sack. Some of his teammates were there, but he almost ran out of it, but he did stop him. So that'll be a loss. Set up third down. Nice defensive play by Dubraska coming off the left edge. Here comes Abe Dawson. Coaching staff must have heard me. The enforcer, he'll set up in the middle of the defense, right next to Dubraska. Dubraska on the end. Abe Dawson inside of him, looking for pressure. Straight drop. Comes late. Completion up the field.
Pass is complete.
Got a flag down on the play. It's a hold on the offensive team, so that play will be nullified. That came at the worst time, an offensive hold. Here's the replay. Straight drop is Moore. Has time. Fires upfield. Completion into double coverage. And way back here to the left, there was a flag thrown, and it has been determined that it was offensive holding. This will bring that nice completion back and nullify a good gain. So that's the official call by the referee. No, now they're going to decline it and make it fourth down. I'm not so sure that that's the right call. We'll see. I mean, it's fourth and long. It's 4th and 11, but you'd give them another down, but you'd have them farther back up the field. And we don't know what the field goal capability is, but I don't know. We'll see. So now the referee's just talking to the Dynasty players. Yeah, that's the right call. I don't think you can decline it and set up 4th and 11.
It's a third down and 21.
So the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. I wish the officials had headsets so they could talk to us. 15-14 ball game. Favor of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. They trailed 6-0 early, but they fought back and have the lead. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Running back is Bell. He's been in the backfield the majority of the game, but he's also been in the slot. Keep him in maybe as a blocker or get him out of the backfield. 3rd and long. He goes in motion right to left. Straight drop is Moore. They've looked at that play early on. Going upfield. Coverage. He threw into double coverage. They were there. Marcus Robinson crossed over the play and looked like he might have injured his right wrist a little bit, but they kind of deflected the ball away. Excellent defense, double coverage down. Nice coverage by the Cardinals secondary. Lawrence Robinson really did a good job getting back. Here's the replay. Going upfield, throws into double coverage, and Marcus Robinson got in there late. Lawrence Robinson got in late and helped toss that ball away. So it'll be 4th down. 4th, and they got to go down to about the 9-yard line to get a first down. Dire straits here, clock moving. A little over 6.5 minutes to go. Snap, straight drop, pressure, steps up, steps out, throws sidearm again. That's the second, third time he's done that, falls incomplete. I think the Cardinals taking that penalty after they semi-declined it was the right move at the point in time. So a big stop. Cardinals will take over our ball game. Let's look at this replay. It's Moore, straight drop, 4th and long, had to get to the 9. Sidearmed it because there was a rush and double coverage. The ball falls incomplete. And a big defensive stop by the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. They rung that one up just when they needed it. They take over on downs, ball at the 30-yard line. And we'll take a look at who's going to be back in at quarterback for the Cardinals. Efferson went out with an injury, and they brought in 15. And I've sent text, and it says the same thing. Who is 15? So Cardinals, a replay again. That ball fell incomplete, but good defensive coverage. Cardinals have their semblance of a backup quarterback, Efferson, and now they look like they might be short a player. Abe Dawson, Mr. Versatility, the enforcer, comes on the offensive side of the football. He's a talented guy, played for Salmon, Coach Stubbs, and Coach Jerry Leonard. This will be a big possession for the Cardinals. They'd like to take some time off this clock and get a couple first down. Turn, hand off, going nowhere. I would think if you're the Mississippi Dynasty, and they've done it all night, coming off the edge and good pressure up the middle, but with a backup quarterback, there hasn't been much of a running attack to this point. I just think you can tee off. So if I'm the Cardinals and if I put the ball in the air, I'm going to throw kind of short, safe routes. Marcus Connerly, number 14 out of Franklinton, the Demons, he has proven that he's an excellent receiver, whether he's out of the backfield or in the slot in a wide formation. Clock continues to run. According to the scoreboard, the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals have 2 timeouts. The Mississippi Dynasty have all 3 of theirs, if that's accurate. 2nd down after a loss of about 2 to 3 on that first down carry. Clock rolling. Ready for the snap. One running back directly behind the quarterback. Snap, turn, handoff. A fake handoff. Quarterback running literally for his life, and that could have been intentional grounding as he was going to be brought down. He just threw the ball about 4 yards up the field. That was ugly from the start. A fake handoff which wasn't put into the breadbasket of Pig Griffin. Rolls to this side. I think they might call him down in the grasp. But he attempted to release the football and falls. Yep, you see they're marking him down. They call him in the grasp back here. So the pass never got underway, so that's a big loss. And that was tragedy from the beginning. Trying not to put their quarterback in too bad a position, the backup. Now we see Philip Graves on the sideline, the interim head coach, and E.J. Walls, the newly promoted offensive coordinator. He called the signals last year for the Cardinals. So it looks like Antoine Jr. to the left, the running back of the quarterback, number 15. 3rd and long. If you're the Cards, you don't want to make a bad mistake here. Everybody's moving. The quarterback's moving. The defensive line's moving. No snap. Calling for the snap. Clock is running. Now they can call this and whoever they want. There was encroachment. The quarterback's moving. No snap. This will probably go against the Cardinals. Illegal. Now look at the coaches again for the Cardinals. You got them double teaming the line judge on this side on the field of play. So the flag is marked off, and so the Cardinals are going back in the wrong direction. Clock has stopped now with 4:07 remaining in the ball game. Key possession for the Cardinals. They're trying to do their best to run some clock, but these flags have hurt them. They're going the wrong way. Looks like to me Ted Conrad is over here without a uniform to the left. Long way to go for the Cardinals, but you can't complicate the situation here. Don't put your backup quarterback in any problem. Clock finally starts rolling now. Just over 4 minutes in the ball game now, just under 4 minutes. 1 point lead for the Cardinals. I think better part of valor here is just get what you can, run the ball, try to maybe force a timeout, and punt the ball. Shotgun formation. Cardinals lead by 1. Snap. Passing the ball. Going upfield. Threw into double coverage. Ill-advised pass. And what that also does is, if it should stop the clock. So that's not what they wanted to do. I think they'd have been better off running the football, forcing Mississippi, the Dynasty, to take a timeout. The ball falls incomplete. So they'll be in punt formation, will the Cardinals. They are clinging to that 1 point lead. So punt formation, the Cardinals will go after the Cardinals coaching staff stops talking to the referee and the line judge there. That's been a constant dialogue for this possession. I might have to ask Fagan off air if he's ever seen that. I've never seen that. A coach is on the field as much as they've been talking to the officials, and he's still talking to this line judge on this side. So it will be punt formation, Cardinals. Hopefully they do have their 11 special teamers out there, including the punter. Return formation for the Dynasty is 0. He's got a good burst of speed. He's had good kickoff returns. DeAndre Jackson, he's one of the guys. He's the up back at about the 40, maybe looking for a short punt. Now they did have too many men on the field. One Cardinal comes off at the last second, calling for the ball. Good snap, good punt, got it off, although there was a little bit of pressure. Everybody looking for the ball. This will fall dead at the 40-yard line, so not much on the punt, but right at the 40-yard line. So the Dynasty doesn't have too far to go. Their starting quarterback is still in, Adrian Moore. Running back has been Bell for the entire ball game. So the ball is spotted at the 40-yard line, the near hash mark. All 3 timeouts for the visiting Dynasty. They trail by 1. 3:16 to go in the ball game. It's either going to be won by the offense of the Cardinals or the defense of the Cardinals for a stop against the Dynasty. So the quarterback is Moore. Running back is Bell. Trips to the far, 1 to the near. 3:16 to go. Clock will start on the snap of the football. Snap. Upfield. Incomplete. The pass falls.
Second down for Mississippi.
A little over 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Incompleted pass. Bring up 2nd and 10. If you're the Dynasty, you just want to pick up a first down, move the chains, and not even turn the ball back over to the Cardinals. 1 point, they trail. Dynasty, Bell directly behind Moore. Snap. Bell out of the backfield. Pressure off the edge. That's Nebraska. And I think you have to maybe call in the grasp here. That's what the Cardinals are wanting a call, that he was in the grasp. Now the Cardinals brain trust Phillip Graves. Now there's a flag. And let's see on the replay. I thought he was in the grasp before he got rid of it. Pressure off the edge. That's Nebraska. I think it's a sack. His forward progress was definitely stopped going backwards. So the flag. I'm not sure what the mark-off is, but yeah. So if they're calling intentional grounding, but I would have just called him in the grasp down. Forward progress was stopped. He had still the ball in his hand going laterally, but that's if that is in fact intentional grounding, the ball will be spotted way back on the Dynasty side of the field on their 48-yard line. Now we've got another. Now this consultation could be for dinner. You know, the 4 officials at the middle of the field right there in the Lakeshore Titan logo at about the 48-yard line of the Dynasty. They got to get this one right because we're under 3 minutes to play, 1-point ball game. Let's see what they decide to do. A little discussion with the referee, the white hat. The Dynasty looks like they're ready to snap the football at about the 48-yard line. This could be for all the marbles on these next couple plays. Cardinal defense is secondary's kind of playing up pretty close with this speed for the wide receivers. Off the edge, got Bell in space, but Bell had nowhere to go. Well-designed defense by the Cardinals that time. Lawrence Robinson, 44, one of the players in on the play. And Bell out of the backfield's got good speed, good moves. He gets the ball under pressure, and Lawrence Robinson and Abe Dawson kind of there, but Robinson with the key play. So that is the first timeout of the second half for the Dynasty. They trail the Cardinals 15-14, Flying Ghost Productions. We got 2:33 remaining in the ball game. First timeout used by the Mississippi Dynasty. They come back onto the field after their offensive timeout. Got a long way to go. They got to get back down to about the 21-yard line, it looks like. The ball is on the 49 after that short pass completion to Bell, the running back. Excellent defensive play by Lawrence Robinson and Abe Dawson in the vicinity. Key play. 2:33 in the ball game. Bell opposite of Moore. Moore straight drop pressure. Throws it upfield. Intercepted by the Cardinals. This will put a damper on any chance for the Dynasty to come back in the ball game. Far side of the field. Excellent interception. Playing center field. We'll try to see who came up with the pick. Here's the replay of the ball game. Intercepted down around the 15-yard line, going from right to left. Picks up some blockers at the far side of the field. Good pick on the interception. I'm not sure who it is. Maybe I can get Fagan to give me one more replay. All right, let's see who it is. He's in the center of the field at about the 16-yard line. Makes the interception playing center field. Ball was overthrown. Can't pick up his number even on the replay at the far side of the field, but that was a key play of the ball game, and he heads upfield. Great return. Took it at his own 16, not brought down till he's inside of territory of the Dynasty around the 38. Not sure. We got 4 people in the press box, and we're all trying to guess who it was, but an excellent, potentially game-saving interception by the Cardinals. Cardinals now would like to probably run out the clock. Pig Griffin is heading up, normally a running back, but he's in a trips. Is Epperson back in the ball game? Somebody else is. A new quarterback. That's number 7 who is into the lineup. That's Dwan Montgomery.
Penalties against the Cardinals.
So another flag on the play. So Montgomery, who's the utility quarterback at this time, filling in for Epperson, who was hurt, and then 15 came in. So Montgomery comes to the near sideline talking to E.J. Walls, the current offensive coordinator for the Cardinals. Got about 2:14 left in the ball game. Cardinals, not that they would need it if things don't change. They've got 2 timeouts. The Dynasty are going to have to start using their remaining 2 timeouts. So Montgomery, the utility quarterback at this point, that'll be a point of discussion as the season progresses, depending on how bad Efferson's ankle injury is. Montgomery, shotgun, running back to his right. Snap. The ball is loose on the ground. That looked like almost like a flea flicker attempt that he was going to fake the handoff. Why would you do something like that? I don't get that at all. Let's see. Here's the replay. Snap. A bad exchange between the quarterback Montgomery and the running back, and the ball is recovered by the Dynasty. Got 2:06 remaining in the ball game, and talk about a turn of events. All the Cardinals really had to do is run out the clock, getting the Dynasty to burn their 2 remaining timeouts. Now the Dynasty have the football, 2 timeouts, ball right at the 45-yard line in the center of the field. Cardinal defense will have to stand up again. Nebraska has been good off the edge, but there's no Ted Conrad at the right end. He was on the sideline with no uniform pads on. Straight drop. Far sideline, caught, runs out of bounds, nice hookup, nice connection, good yardage. Moore just looking downfield, got to protection, and completed the pass at the far side of the field. That was number 6 on the reception for the Dynasty, so a good key pickup, and that is Desmond Sandifer. So ball now at the 40-yard line. Two minutes to go. Shotgun. Bell to the right of Moore. Whistle before the start. I think somebody may have come off the edge on the right side, defensive side for the Cardinals. It is offside encroachment. That's a free 5 yards. We're at 1:59 to play in the ball game. Dynasty has 2 timeouts remaining. They are trailing 15-14. Ball sits at the 35-yard line, far hash mark after the 5-yard mark off. Moore, pump fake, goes upfield, overthrew his intended receiver. That was for number 9, and 9's had a good ball game tonight. That's Ratavius Thurman, call him Jeezy. He had 2 touchdowns in the 14-12 overtime loss, 7 receptions, 54 yards, so short variety. Bring up 2nd down. Cardinals looking for a defensive stop. Dynasty looking to run all the remaining time off the clock and hopefully for them have a road trip with a victory. Shotgun is Moore. He's been on target most of the evening. Trailing by 1. Snap. Straight drop. Pressure off the inside is Robinson. Lawrence Robinson. He gets there. What a move off the edge. He gets the much-needed sack. Check out his pressure. Comes off the edge, dips inside, beats the big offensive lineman, and the quarterback Moore had nowhere to go. And what an excellent play. That's a defensive play of the game to this point at a key situation. 15-14. Let's take another timeout. Flying Ghost Productions.
For the Cardinals next week, we travel across the lake to play the Crescent City Rampage. 2 weeks from tonight, the team will be traveling. Check that. That's 3 weeks from tonight. The team will be traveling to Arkansas to take on the Punishers. Next home game is April the 29th, when the Cardinals entertain the Panhandle Crusaders right here at Titan Coliseum.
This was being a barn burner. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty time. 1:45 remaining in the ball game. Big sack by Lawrence Robinson. Snap, straight drop, pump fake, looking upfield, has time. This time goes far side, Good defensive position, threw into triple coverage. That ball falls incomplete. Excellent call by the defensive secondary. Triple coverage on the wide receiver. Pump fake, going for all the marbles here. Appeared to be open just briefly, but there were 3 Cardinals down there. If anything, it probably could have been picked off, but not a reception. So big defensive stand on that play by the Cardinals.
Okay, now reach way down deep this time.
Cardinals have that 1-point lead.
Make that noise. Reach down.
1 timeout remaining for the Dynasty. 1:37 remaining in the ball game. Fourth and final quarter. 1-point advantage for the Cardinals. Dynasty trying to pick up their 3rd win of the year. Straight drop. Good pressure up the gut. Steps up as the quarterback. He runs out of a tackle and picks up an enormous first down. Enormous. Good move. Cut up front. Pressure by the Cardinals, but they left a gap up the middle. And he ran out of an arm tackle, picks up a first down. We've got 1:28 remaining in the ball game. Clock now running. 1:23. Snap. Straight drop. Looks upfield. Almost playing like this play was called dead or something. Quarterback rolling around, breaking tackles. If I'm not mistaken, he might have another first down. Going to be just short. Just short. That looked like he wasn't even running out the play. I was wondering if there was a whistle on the play. Well, he's rolling around. He gets out of some trouble. Cuts upfield, breaks tackles. Moore, very elusive. He's brought down at about the 20-yard line. And looks like Mississippi Dynasty calls a timeout, and that will be their final timeout of the ball game. So the clock definitely comes into play. We'll take that timeout. 1:04 remaining in the ball game. Bayou Lacombe 15, the Dynasty 14 on Flying Ghost Productions. Tell you what, head coach Philip Graves is the interim head coach named this week, is not too happy a camper. So 1:04 remaining in the ball game. No timeouts remaining for the Mississippi Dynasty. So the game clock, we've got 1 minute and 4 seconds to go in the ball game. Dynasty, the last couple plays, that was a big almost first down, and he did get the first down. They moved the sticks. So the ball is at the 20-yard line. In motion is Bell. Trips to the far side. Straight drop. Good protection. Throws wide open, but broken up at the last second. That was just a beautiful defensive effort, closing on the football. Possibly a game-saving knockdown in the secondary. Try to get who it is. Moore trying to go upfield. I still couldn't tell from the replay, but that was a potential game-saving play. We're at 59 seconds remaining in the ball game. New running back, number 20, is in the backfield to the right of Moore. Running play for the quarterback. Runs up the gut. I'm not sure about that call. He did get the first, but now the clock is running because they have no timeout, so they'll have to get their receivers back from being downfield. Clock is just running, and now it stopped for the chain to move. That's right. He got the first down. Now the clock will roll. Under 50 seconds. Looking upfield. Steps up. Little flip. Incomplete. That's number 20, who had just entered the game in the backfield.
Intended for number 20.
And I don't have a 20. No frustration at all. What a game. 15-14. We still got a little bit of time left. 41 seconds on the scoreboard clock. No timeouts remaining for the Dynasty. So in the incompleted pass, the clock stops. 41 seconds to go in the ball game. do-or-die possession for the Dynasty as they trail by 1. Cardinals secondary has done a job. Now we got trips to this near side, 1 to the far. Running back is number 20 to the opposite side of Moore. Offensive line trying to give him time. He loves that sidearm throw. That ball is incomplete down right around the goal line, attended for number 9, and the ball is broken up by the Cardinals. Moore rolling, throws the ball incomplete to number 9 at the goal line. The ball falls incomplete. That's Thurman. So good defensive effort by the Cardinals. 33 seconds remaining. Dynasty breaks the huddle. They trail by that 1 point. No timeouts remaining. Moore, he's shown his running ability here in this quarter. Snap, straight drop. A lot of time, looking downfield, more than enough time. Now he's dancing, throws across his body again into double coverage. Is this picked? This is a pick. This is intercepted by the Cardinals. Ran out of our frame. Here's the replay. Looks like an interception called on the field. Cardinals secondary, a lot of time, but then running out of time. Sidearm. Ball is intercepted. 31 for the Cardinals makes the defensive stop, and that should be Joseph Patterson.
Pick at the 5-yard line.
So I'm not sure if it was 31 or not.
Yeah.
All right, so 31 gets the interception. Now all they got to do is run out the clock and not do what they did on the last possession where they fumbled the snap and gave new life to the Mississippi Dynasty. So they just need to make one snap. And I don't know, Montgomery came in to back up number 15, who's replacing Epperson, number 10, the starter, who was hurt in the game earlier. And I don't know, do you want to go under center and take a snap and not have a deep snap? I don't know. No timeouts remaining for the Dynasty, so they can't stop the clock. All the Cardinals really need to do is snap the ball one time. So Philip Graves is out on the field talking to everybody. He was the offensive coordinator at the start of the year. Now he's been named the interim head coach. And he and E.J. Walls, the current offensive coordinator who had that title last year. There's number 7, Dwyer Montgomery. He was in the last formation, and there was a muff snap between him and the running back. We're going to stay right here. The Cardinals are taking the field, and I see Pig Griffin, number 2. He goes back into the formation. We've got Antoine Jr., 22, a new addition. He's out there. So, yeah, I think they're going to take a victory snap, but you still got to snap the ball. I don't know. I think I'd still maybe go under center because these guys for the Dynasty are going to be crashing with 16 seconds left in the ball game. Good knee, takes the snap. That should be the ball game. So all they had to do was take that one snap. What a barn burner here at Titan Coliseum. There is your final you're looking at. The Bayou Lacombe Cardinals 15-14 over the Mississippi Dynasty. And the Cardinals now improve and even their record to 2-2 under their new interim head coach, Philip Graves. They got the job done tonight with some good defensive stands, especially here in the fourth quarter. The Mississippi Dynasty that came in 2-1, but only had one game that they played. That was a 14-12 overtime loss. They won their other 2 games by forfeit. So this is a really big win for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals in front of their home fans here at Titan Coliseum. They even their mark, as I said, to 2-2, and they defeat the defending APDFL champions, the Mississippi Dynasty. They went 13-1 last year. So a good effort by the Cardinals. They had to play through some adversity tonight. Their starting quarterback, Javaris Efferson celebrated his 31st birthday today, the North Shore Panther grad. He got hurt late in the ball game. They had replacements. 15 replaced him, and they finished the game with number 7, Dwan Montgomery. So we'll have to get an updated roster, and if I do nothing else, I will have an updated roster, or I'll make up one. So shouldn't happen, but good win for the Cardinals. Thanks to Fagan Davis III and to our cameraman, Mr. Mike, from Flying Ghost Productions. So it's a good win if you're a Cardinal fan, 15-14 here at Lakeshore Coliseum. Mike Purvell signing off for the Flying Ghost Productions.